Hello Andy, how are you today?
Hi Richa, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Very well, welcome to India.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Very well. Okay, so here we are today for sustainability topic discussion, and I would like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Yeah.
Fire away.
Okay. Can you explain us in simple terms like what sustainability means?
I think for me, sustainability, the best yardstick is, of course, the planet, something which is organically developed over billions of years, inhabited only for a few centuries, really, by industrialization. And I think here's the conflict with sustainability. We need to ensure that our needs are met, human needs are met, economic and environmental needs today, without compromising, future generations to enjoy the same kind of life.
Okay, that's very important point of view, I would say. My another question is sustainability a concern exclusive to the plastic industry or is it relevant to across other industries as well?
No, it's certainly not exclusive to the plastics industry at all. It's relevant across all aspects of our lives. I think that certainly there needs to be, there are issues with plastics, let's not deny it, and they become a little bit symbolic of society's sort of excesses and throwaway approach, really. And I think, obviously that becomes symbolic, and unfortunately, single-use plastics are a problem that we need to address.
That's very well point actually. So, what do you think? What are the main benefits and the challenges of implementing sustainability practices?
Well, I mean, a little bit like from the Muppet Show. I mean, older folks will remember Kermit the Frog, who used to sing a song that it's not easy being green. and I think that sums it up. I think what enables companies and individuals to behave in a more sustainable way is when you feel that it's a level playing field, that everybody's in it together. It's not just me that I need to take the pain of behaving differently. So I think voluntary commitments or regulations do help, of course. Sometimes they're punitive. We just have to accept that it is that way. But certainly as well, companies in particular who are making investments in new technologies, they can start to think about sustainability as part of their return on investment, rather than being forced to do it later on. And in India in particular, easily the fastest growing market for polymers, in particular PVC, there's a tremendous amount of money being spent right now. So I think India really is a signal of new hope here with sustainability.
Thank you for saying that. I mean, we have the youngest population in the world right now, so we're hoping that we can contribute to the world and to this sustainability angle as much as we can. From your perspective, Andy, what are the most significant sustainability challenges currently that vinyl industry is facing?
Well, there's two things really. One is end of life, where the material goes after we're finished with it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, PVC is used in very long service life, durable applications mostly. So we don't tend to see it floating in rivers and seas. But nevertheless, because PVC is an additive-rich polymer, there is a heavy scrutiny on the additives which are used. It's hardly a week goes by that we don't find an academic paper with somebody pointing out something negative around plastics or plastics additives or microplastics or whatever. So there is a focus here that we need to address. So they're the challenges, I would say, the end of life and the scrutiny on additives.
Okay, so you mean the recycle? How do we recycle the products? That is the main problem.
Well, I wouldn't say it's not today, and I think in other parts of the world it's been proven that if there's enough energy and effort in collection and sorting, cleaning, it is possible to mechanically recycle PVC without any need for further additive requirements. So a lot of positives there with carbon dioxide reduction possibilities and full circularity. So fewer raw materials needed in the future. But it takes some effort. It doesn't come for free.
Absolutely. We all have to work towards that. Okay. So Andy, what specific initiatives has Baerlocher taken to reduce environmental footprints?
Well, primarily our investment in production of calcium-based stabilizers. First of all in Europe and then across Asia, North America, South America. A significant amounts of money has been risked without any guaranteed return. So our shareholders have been very bold over many years. And now we move into a phase where we construct plants not only with the product in mind, but also the footprint we leave on the production, the construction, and what energy consumption we have, what raw materials we use, where we buy them from, how they're sourced, what we do with the rainwater that falls on the building, capturing all we can from renewables. So I think we're in another phase now of our sustainability journey.
That's wonderful, and I can see a lot of solar panels and a lot of initiatives being taken as well. Yeah. Would you like to share some success stories where Baerlocher sustainability initiatives has been a significant change?
Well, I've worked for the company now for almost 35 years. So in the early days, I was very much involved with the development of calcium-based systems in markets where there was a great deal of pressure. I remember the Scandinavian market, where I was involved in the early 90s. They have no landfill, so everything is incinerated. So cables were being incinerated with the ash containing lead being a problem. So suddenly we had to get rid of lead from cables, and it's probably the most technically demanding PVC application to remove lead. Not today. Today it's easy, but back then it was considered almost impossible that this would be the last PVC application that would remove lead. So what we had to do was work feverishly, quickly, almost in a crisis, like a war situation, to develop systems which could withstand significantly higher standards than any other markets anywhere else in the world. So it really was a fantastic journey. For 1 or 2 years, we brought all of the market into line with lead-free systems, and those products almost exclusively are still in use today. Adapted just ever so slightly for local market needs. So even then, the raw materials that we were using, we had a view of the future in mind. And I think this is really important, that we didn't just find what's best now. We thought about the long term, what would be the ideal solution, and work back from that. So backcasting from a forward-thinking position. And I think that's really what we've done in other areas as well, with pipes, with window profiles, with flooring, and I think that's probably our biggest contribution.
That's wonderful. I think we have made a lot of positive impact in the sustainable journey as a group. So thank you so much, Andy, for
You're very welcome. Thank you for allowing me to participate in your podcast.
We are very happy and welcome to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much indeed, Richa.